About to come on screen. If you've taken first fours, Unitab or New South Wales on the Cup, it was 11, 15, 2 and 4. Greg Giles has just unsaddled here at Moonee Valley, having a chat with Joe Agresta. Bart Cummings, a long-term track rider in Melbourne. He's been on board many who've been to the Cups, and with Greg's cap has come off. And let's link up with Rob Gaylard.
It's for him. Stay on there, Greg, because we've got a lovely lady keeping you dry here, and I don't think he'll knock that back. This horse boy, hasn't he come right at the right time?
Yes, Bart, and I congratulate Reg Fleming and Joe Agresta, who do a lot of the groundwork. It's all a team effort, but Bart has got this horse coming to peak at the right time. And it was proven today with that convincing win. And Bart can get him to run that little bit extra, and he's the type of horse that I'm pretty confident he'll run the 2 miles.
Greg, he's got 50 on his back. He's got very little on his back heading towards the Cups. Today's run, clever rides by the lightweight Illegible, because he was going to make you all chase with nothing on his back as well too. How hard did you have to wind your bloke up?
Well, I tacked onto him probably going past the 1,000-metre mark, and like everyone, he was the one to beat. We stayed close to him. My horse loves the valley, and we had the last crack at him. But I must say, we got on top of Illegible fairly early in the straight, so it was a good convincing win.
Looking forward to the next?
Yep.
Good luck. Of course, Greg Giles will be on Zagato a little bit later on. Can he go back to back?
That's Greg Giles talking on course with Rob Gaylard after Frightening's victory. Frightening bound for that first Tuesday in November. We're bound for Doomben.
Race number 5 here at the Gardens. They're set. They're racing. Ashworth away quickly. Road to Dance jumped well. Rectagonal looking for the lead. Casino Night and Beaver not far away, followed by Fladay wider out, then Star of the Seas. Typhoon on the inside from Quadri. Mr. Wiz scouting very deep, and Time Signal in a compact field is last. Rectagonal to the front, and as they travel almost 400 metres, Rectagonal leads Fladay, Road to Dance, Ashworth on the rails. A length and a half to Typhoon. Casino Night caught out wide. Beaver splitting horses. 2.5 then to Star of the Seas, followed by Time Signal. Quadri next to last, and Mr. Wiz is last. Rectagonal leads into the back of the track, and along past the 1300, Rectagonal by a little over a length on Fladay. Ashworth running third, Road to Dance fourth, followed by Casino Night, shaded by Typhoon, and then Beaver. Casino Night still forced to race wide as they pass the 1200. Time Signal on the inside of Star of the Seas. Old Quadri endeavouring to muster speed and is starting to sprint around the outside, and Mr. Wiz, the despised roughie, is absolute. They race to the 1,000 marker at a halfway point, and so quickly has Quadri gone. It's Quadri zooming to the lead by 2.5, nearly 3 lengths. Rectagonal. Fladay third, then Ashworth, followed by Casino Night. No luck in the run as the rain increases in tempo, and then Road to Dance, followed by Typhoon. Beaver shuffle back. A length further away on the inside, Time Signal, followed by Star of the Seas, and 2 to Mr. Wiz. As they come past the 600, and Quadri leads a length on Rectagonal, getting a little closer and is serving it up to Quadri. Casino Night third. Ashworth has had a nice run, is being eased off the rails now and is into the open almost. No, the rider on Casino Night is holding in Ashworth as they come to the 350 marker, and Rectagonal beat off Quadri. Casino Night. Ashworth is almost into the clear. It's been a great duel between the riders of Ashworth and Casino Night, and Beaver starting to join in with Star of the Seas. Beaver after Rectagonal from Ashworth, and Typhoon is flashing up on the rails. Typhoon is racing home right over them, and Typhoon gets it from, I'd say, Rectagonal, and a photo for third between Ashworth and Beaver wide out, followed by Road to Dance, Quadri, and Casino Night, Star of the Seas, and then Mr. Wiz, Fladay, and last Time Signal. Typhoon right up along the rails. Was too good for them in the Michael Hansel Signs handicap. Number 1, Typhoon, ridden by Jay Ford, J-A-Y. Jay Ford for Anthony Cummings. By Last Tycoon, a sprightly old 8-year-old gelding out of the Vain Mare, So Elated. It had the 2 runs from a lengthy spell prior to today. A good effort behind Vital Agreement here a couple of weeks ago. And the old fellow has gone home very, very sprightly over to the inside to win it. Number 1 is first, Typhoon, written by Jay Ford. Second goes to number 8, and that is Rectagonal, ridden by Luke Price, by Octagonal, trained by Guy Walter. And number 2 has run third, and that is Beaver, by Bite the Bullet, trained by John Hawkes, Alan Robinson. And 5 was the official 4th placing, and that being Ashworth. It and Casino Night had a real duel. L. Cassidy at H. Bowman. Bowman was just riding as any person would, holding in Ashworth. Cassidy desperate to get out. Ashworth had his chance, but Typhoon over near to the inside aluminium was too strong. And here are the official tote divvies for you. Typhoon, and it paid $5.70 and $2.10. So it was a popular commodity as far as the tote was concerned. $5.70 and $2.10. Number 8, $2.30. Number 2, $2.60. The Quinella paid $25.80. Exacta $53.50. The trifecta $320.40. The first four $1,589.80. The 4 and 1 extra double $37.60. Special div wasn't needed. The margins in a very, very good finish. A half neck, half a head, and there'd be an eyelash between third and fourth. 2:04.41 and 34.64 was the sectional time. Casino night. He had.
He's giving them his address, as he did last week for the Caulfield Cup.
Penalties well in excess of the norm.
And there's Des Gleeson talking about now. Now the Melbourne Radar, the rain has started here. It's come in lightly, but the wind and the chill factor has decreased. Now have a look at the shower activity heading down towards Melbourne. A few yellow specks among that, which means heavier rainfall as it heads in towards Melbourne. So that's the last 2 hours, and there's some strong cells heading in towards Melbourne, and it's hit Moonee Valley.
The best race in the Southern Hemisphere. And Darren, you also rode Force Apollo in the last. You've won on it 3 starts back. Is he a genuine chance?
I think he is. He's drawn a little bit awkward, but he's got nice speed, and I think he'll run very well, the horse.
Darren, we wish you all the best. Good luck.
Good, thanks, mate. Cheers.
The jockeys currently being introduced. There's Patrick Payne, who's riding Defire. These jockeys have it all ahead of them with the Rich Feature race just 16 minutes away. The rain is coming down. The $3 million feature not far away. Now there's a team of owners here who are wearing, not about owners, but fans, who are wearing raincoats in the Clangalang colours. And the yellow raincoats with the blue spots, the colours that will be supported by Clangalang in this afternoon's feature. The Stephen King Fields of Omar's rider is introduced. So we'll endeavour to get a shot of those at some stage. At Morphettville, the flying handicap over 1,100 metres. Total elect is Zadimbi ahead of Star here. Upmarket Star, the third pick. Let's head trackside to Morphettville.
Upmarket Star goes forward. Right, Brendan, this is a very good race in Adelaide. Good quality sprint race. Zadimbi favourite at 3:20. He's about that on track. 3:80 for Star here. Blinker's second time. And it is second elect on course as well. And then you've got a group of them, really. Winning Spirit, Stand By Me, Upmarket Star, Brickland's Brother Star Miss, all double each way or better. And Torfila the roughie, but she's not too rough. So each horse... a good quality horse, and they're given some chance of winning at least all of them. Star here coming forward. Goes in now. Forward comes Zadimbi. Upmarket Star in ones.
Her at the start, stumbling badly when the gates opened. Well, as the rain comes down at Moonee Valley, Alf Matthews joins us to look through the runners as they parade. Alf, the Black Flash, Lonhro out to make that final step in his ascension to greatness.
Irrespective of the rain, he looks extremely alert and very well. He's on song.
Okay, number 2 is Defire, a wet track. I'm not sure how it's going to suit him, but there's only been a shower come through in the last 10-15 minutes.
It wouldn't have penetrated the track yet. He's a very definite actioned horse. I don't think it'll worry him at all. He looks okay. Even though he's got the rug on, he still looks alert and bright.
Fields of Omar is no value whatsoever on the tote, but it produced an eye-catching performance in the Toorak.
Yeah, I thought the effort was good. And again, this little bit of sting out of the track, it won't affect him at all. And I tell you what, I still think he's drawn well to dictate to most of these runners.
Number 4 is Clangalang, the Epsom handicap winner.
I'd love to see him without his rug on, but, you know, from what I can see, he looks fine.
Number 5, Natural Blitz, did have the setback, but a brilliant winner of the Fian here 2 runs back.
Yes, and this is the horse that does come into calculations now, just depending how much this rain has an effect on the track, because he's a good soft track horse, and I can't fault him. He looks quite okay.
Number 6, Paraka, all of the interest in this former champion 2-year-old of South Africa.
Yeah, and again, you know, people have been knocking it, saying it really hasn't been very positive in its work and things like that. I'm not too concerned about it. It looks quite fine to me.
Now, number 7, Shower of Roses, is enjoying on-course support, unbeaten at the 1.25 miles.
Yes, and as we get this little bit of rain, this is one horse that's going to be up right on the speed. I think Fields of Omar can actually force the issue with it to make it even go perhaps a little bit faster forward outside of Paraka if it chooses to lead. It looks okay.
And number 8, Zegalia, the Queensland Oaks winner.
Yeah, look, she's going to want a lot of speed on to give it its best chance. It'll be the horse that'll be trying desperately to run on. Looks okay.
As far as on course is confirmed, before Alf Matthews joins us with his late mail, it's Lonhro, clear cut, very similar to the odds you're looking at on the tote, around that $1.60.
Walked the track the other day. It wasn't too bad then. I guess it's not too bad, but the rain just coming at a very awkward time for everybody.
Yeah, and it's pretty heavy as well. I imagine it's just going to start getting into the ground, which might change the complexion of things a little bit, but we had a game plan. We're going to have to stick to it now and just see what happens.
The game plan is for the horse to normally race forward, gets a little bit revved up early.
Yeah, she does. She's pretty free in her work at home and has been in her races in South Africa. We just see she's just coming out now. She looks relaxed enough, but you know, we just have to see how it happens. Shaz the Roses will probably give her a good run to the first turn, and we'll see who makes it from there.
Given everything, Andrew, is it just a relief to get her here, because she had a shocking time climbing out of quarantine in South Africa? She had a short time in England and sort of been a bit rushed here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but she looks very well and she's fit for sure. We just have to see what happens.
All right, good luck to you, mate.
Cheers.
Thanks, Andrew. Andrew Balding joining us now. Doug Harrison's going to pop through here and have a word to us. Doug, horses are in. Well, they're on the track, and you are out of it. You are completely out of it now. What about the hopes of your horse, Natural Blitz?
Oh, look, the rain, I don't think it's going to make much difference to the track at the moment. It hasn't come that, but it's just dampened it for everybody else.
Yeah. I mean, you've had your ups and downs along the way, but to have him here and to have him in form that you believe is good enough to win this race?
Oh, look, I'm very happy with him. I think he's done very well, very pleased. He's worked nicely this week. It's all up to him now. I've done my bit.
And Kieran, you spoke to him earlier in the week. You revved him up. He come out, won a Geelong Cup. You've done your job to this stage anyway with him.
That's right. He's right on song now, and it's good to have him going in confident and racing like that. So, look, really looking forward to it now.
The key is not getting the horse bottled up when you want to start making a run like you did in the Fian.
Well, that's it. Look, he's better if he can relax, and it's a little bit hard. You're back there. You've just got to see how the pace is in the race and just see how it comes along.
All right, now Paraka's thrown his jockey Nash Rawiller on the way to the barrier there. Nash is on his feet. Just a final fairy tale. This would be a one, wouldn't it?
Oh, this would be fantastic. It'd be great for the family, and it'll be terrific.
All right, good luck to you,
Thank
Doug.
you.
Thanks, mate. Doug Harrison there. Brendan, you can probably see a little bit better than me with Paraka.
Yeah, Nash was tipped out of the saddle, but he's up on his feet and the horse is under control. The Cox Plate is due in 3 minutes. There he is, the Black Flash is hoping to join some of the greats of the turf. He's won so many big Group 1 races. Today is his chance to add one of the biggest of them all. His name is Lonhro. Again, he looks regal, aristocratic. He's virtually unchanged in on-course betting, Alf Matthews.
He's an unflappable individual as far as I'm concerned, and that's what makes him what he is. Outstanding individual. Oh, look, I'll be honest, I'll cry if he gets beaten.
There's been a rally on course for Fields of Omar, nowhere near the tote price though, but there has been a rally. Also, Clangalang as mentioned, and Shower of Roses continues to firm in. This has been a confident move.
It's going to get the perfect run because it is the likely horse that's going to be up outside the leader or in fact in front.
Have a look at Lonhro. He does this so many times. He'll stop, he'll look, he'll take it all in. It's almost as if he's a horse who knows this great moment could be about to unfold.
Or is he just arrogant?
He could well be. His dad won this race as a 3-year-old. Not many 3-year-olds win this race. The pressure has been building for so long. Last year, Darren Beatman made the call to the starter, no, when the horse was back on his haunches, and it's been well documented that he failed to figure in the placings.
And as Darren told us in that pre-race interview, that when the horse did miss it, he began very awkwardly. And what do? If that happens, you can't kick and be over-aggressive. You just got to cope and handle with the best possible scenario.
Andrew Bensley's about to wander up into the grandstand, soaking up the atmosphere. atmosphere. How is it up there, Andrew?
Yes, well, there's a few nervous owners and trainers up this way. Tony McAvoy's got the binoculars up. You comfortable with everything?
Oh, everything's great. It's just so exciting to have a runner in the great race.
All right, we wish you all the very best in the next couple of minutes.
Thanks, Andrew.
I know we're not taking his call, but I reckon B. Martin will be probably tuned to the minute right now.
I'm sure he will be.
Who knows this great moment could be about to unfold?
Or is he just arrogant?
He could well be. His dad won this race as a 3-year-old. Not many 3-year-olds win this race. The pressure has been building for so long. Last year, Darren Beadman made the call to the starter, no, when the horse was back on his haunches, and it's been well documented that he failed to figure in the placings.
And as Darren told us in that pre-race interview, that when the horse did miss it, he began very awkwardly. And what do? If that happens, you can't kick and be over-aggressive. You just got to cope and handle with the best possible scenario.
Andrew Bensley's about to wander up into the grandstand, soaking up the atmosphere. How is it up there, Andrew?
Yes, well, there's a few nervous owners and trainers up this way. Tony McAvoy's got the binoculars up. You comfortable with everything?
Oh, everything's great. It's just so exciting to have a runner in the great race.
All right, we wish you all the very best in the next couple of minutes.
Thanks, Andrew.
I know we're not taking his call, but I reckon B. Martin will be probably tuned to the minute right now.
I'm sure he will be.
Good luck to you, mate. I know Guy Walder's along here somewhere. Want me to sneak in? We'll sneak in this way. Guy, we're live on air. Are you happy with everything, mate?
Yeah, shame about the rain, Andrew, but otherwise I'm very happy.
Probably hasn't had an effect on it yet, the track, so it shouldn't cause too much problems.
Hope not.
All right, good luck, mate. What about Gabe? Oh, Andrew Baddock here, representing Shower of Roses. How about everything, mate?
Everything's on track, Andrew. Good to see a bit of rain around, and she can't get her any better.
Good luck, mate, and good luck to you too, Guy. You got the binoculars up?
Yes, we have. I'm studying you.
Okay, good luck. I'll get out of everyone's road here. They want to watch the Cox Plate, Brendan.
As do viewers, not just right around Australia as part of our telecast, viewers throughout New Zealand on trackside, right throughout North America and the many places through there who are tuned in to one of the great races in the world. Let's join one of the great callers in the world, Greg Miles.
Righto, Brendan. It's raining on our parade, unfortunately, but it hasn't put a dampener on the Lonhro show because he is the solid favourite. $1.60, similar price with the bookmakers. A move for Clang-a-Lang. Continued move at long odds for Shower of Roses. But Clang-a-Lang the best supported to perhaps knock off Lonhro if it is to happen. He's won 6 Group 1 races since he failed here last year. Zagati has gone in. Now Shower of Roses coming up into the stalls next to Natural Blitz. Paraka, who threw the rider, it was a harmless tumble. Nash was okay and the mare was quickly caught. And in she goes now. Rank outsider in the field. Now Clang-a-Lang coming up into line now. Fields of Omar comes up. All eyes will be on one horse at the start, Lonhro. He didn't jump well and he was never in it last year. Shower of Roses getting very agitated in 3. Defire, runner-up last year, is set. They're ready. Set for the Wait for Age Championship. Oh, now Natural Blitz nearly down in the gates. He's standing very, very awkwardly. And he's sat down. Now he's back up again. In driving rain, the field now stands for the Cox Plate. They're set. Shower of Roses on the back of the stall. She's lashed out. She's very agitated. Shower of Roses got an attendant trying to steady her. Better line now, but the starter's got down from the platform. He's unhappy and he's running around behind the gates. Natural Blitz, I think, has half backed out here just as they're about to get underway. A drama at the barrier. Starters down behind the gates here. Natural Blitz did sit down in the stalls for a split second and was back up on all fours before it seemed to matter, but obviously the starter wants to be 100% sure that everything's all right. And the Doug Harrison trained galloper who has met with so much bad luck right through his career. If he can get a clear run, he's got a devastating sprint. And it looks like he has been past fit, and Kieran McAvoy is bringing him back up into the line. Or is he? I saw a vet just gesticulate, suggesting he wants this horse to trot around. And I think that's going to happen. And the bad thing for this is that for some horses, particularly, I guess, Lonhro, we want to make sure he can jump, and he didn't jump well last year. Now, Natural Blitz, he goes into the line, so they are set. And after a delay, the Cox Plate field again stands up, and they're off. And Lonhro did jump well to fire away brilliantly. Shower of Roses got away all right. Paraka early is up with the leading horses, and so is Clangalang. No speed, Zagalia dropped out last. Paraka, as expected, goes to the lead from Shower of Roses to fire Fields of Omar. Clangalang 50 inside, followed by Lonhro, Natural Blitz, and Zagalia last. Paraka's going to make it a fierce tempo. And out of the 1600, the South African mare leads by 3 lengths. Shower of Roses is in second placing, and 4 lengths away came Fields of Omar. Another 4 to fire. Clangalang 2 lengths to Lonhro, 12 from the leader at the 1400. He was back about there 12 months ago. Back behind him is Zagalia on the inside, and Natural Blitz is last of all. Paraka runs up to the 1200 turn, leading by 3. Shower of Roses with a nice drag into the race, and 4 lengths away Fields of Omar. Another 6 lengths to fire Clangalang. 2 behind them, Lonhro, Zagalia, and Natural Blitz is last of all. They're going at a breakneck speed down the back at the 1,000 metres. Paraka in front by a length. Shower of Roses second, 4 lengths to Fields of Omar. 6 lengths away still to Fire and Clangalang. A length and a half further back is Lonhro. He's followed then by Zagalia and Natural Blitz, 15 from the leader. At the 800 turn, Paraka's come back quickly. Shower of Roses takes the lead. 3 lengths to Fields of Omar. Another 4 lengths to Fire, Clangalang. 2 behind them, Lonhro. 10 from the leader at the 700, then Natural Blitz and Zagalia. Shower of Roses at the 600. Fields of Omar 2.5 away. Paraka's gone. Defire runs on, then Clangalang. Lonhro handy enough now. He's within 5, and the big black horse is unwinding. Here he comes. Fields of Omar goes to the lead from Defire. Lonhro within a length of the leaders now, and then came Clangalang and Natural Blitz. Fields of Omar, Defire with Lonhro challenging on the outside. Fields of Omar first for home from Defire. Lonhro under great pressure the outside. It's Fields of Omar the inside, Defire, and Lonhro the outside. Fields of Omar still has the lead. He's going to do it. Fields of Omar by a neck wins the Cox Plate. Defire second. Lonhro's run third. Next Zagalia. Long break to Clangalang, and they were followed then by Shower of Roses. Natural Blitz second last. Paraka is last in. Fields of Omar has won the Cox Plate for Stephen King and Tony McAvoy, and the man alongside me, I fear, might jump out of the broadcast box any moment. But congratulations to Brian Martin and all his team.
Wow, what a moment for Tony McAvoy. He burnt the Group 1 monkey off in May, and he's done it in grand style in October, Andrew Bensley.
He has. Tony McAvoy, mate, how about this?
I can't speak.
Mate, this has got to be one of your biggest moments ever in your lifetime, and you are holding back the tears as we speak.
Yeah, it's a tremendous feeling, Andrew, with a horse that's showed so much courage to come back from injury, and I'm thrilled.
He has shown courage that many horses don't. This is a good horse, no doubt about it. He came back from 2 leg injuries.
Yeah, great horse, and a lot of people to thank. A lot of people have worked very tirelessly to get him back, but what a horse.
What about this for T. McAvoy?
It's fantastic, fantastic. Thank you.
What about these group of owners too?
Boys.
Hard here at the moment.
What about that?
Well done to you, Tony. We'll let you come back to you, Brendan. Emotion is flowing freely up here.
How composed was Tony McAvoy? He's claimed one of racing's greatest prizes, Alf Matthew, and to hold it together with so much composure and modesty.
Yes, indeed. It's a credit to him, and he's done a fantastic job with Fields of Omar. We said that he had a much better preparation this time as opposed to coming off a Caulfield Cup last year. He looked wonderful before the start. I suppose I've got to shed a tear for Lonhro being beaten, but nevertheless, he did have every chance, in my opinion. Very game performance. Wanted to get in a little bit over the concluding stages, but take nothing away from Fields of Omar. Had the perfect run in transit, as again we did predict.
Defire once again placed in this great race. race. What a marvellous horse he is.
Fantastic ride, again fantastically prepared, and he didn't let anybody down. He didn't disappoint anybody. Very game in defeat.
Fourth has gone the way of number 8, Zagalia, Shower of Roses and Paraka, which set the early pace. Bit told.
Yeah, Paraka, well, it just didn't settle, unlike its track work where it's been struggling to actually get into a decent gallop. But, yeah, I suppose it was always on the cards that those horses were going to compound at some stage. Zagalia, it was an eye-catching run from a Melbourne Cup point of view.
And have a look at Darren Beeman in the All Cerise on Lonhro. He looked to make his run, but it just wasn't quite there to overhaul the first two.
I'm more inclined to think that it was actually the track, because he actually picked up and travelled very nicely getting into the corner, and he just struggled coming out of it. I'd be blaming the track as opposed to the horse himself in terms of performance.
Well, that's the Cox Plate for 2003. So many amazing stories to come out of it, but none better and none greater than Fields of Omar, which started massively unders on the tote. Very popular racehorse compared with what they bet on course. So the Lindsay Park team celebrates success once again in the time-honoured Cox Plate. There's Stephen King returning, and here is the head-on. Lonhro coming up to defy Fields of Omar. He beat off all the challengers.
Oh, he certainly did. Very game performance, because, you know, even at the 200-metre mark, I thought, oh, they've got him. No, they just could not pick him up over the concluding stages. Nah, but he looked very well before the start. Nah, terrific ride. And Stephen King, look, you know, he's just been, a champion jockey in waiting in recent times after coming back from Hong Kong. He's just going about his business very nicely indeed.
Well, the rain continues to tumble down. I don't think we've seen a cool, wet Cox Plate for a few years, but we've had one this afternoon. And listen to the crowd cheer for Fields of Omar as he returns. The son of Ruberton upstages them all to take Cox Plate 03. And this is another angle of the finish again on the inside. The team of owners is led by Brian Martin, the on-course announcer, and he was absolutely thrilled. Patrick Payne again giving Defier every chance. He did run a big race, Guy Walter's horse, and Lonhro in third. Fourth going to Zagalia, first 4, 3, 2, 1 and 8. Late mail numbers shortly for Doomben. Larry, before we hear from Stephen King, your thoughts on the next?
Okay, Brendan, quickly, we're going, just changing him around a bit. I'm putting the 3 on top, 3, 1, 7 and 2, 3 Penetrator. I just think he looks very good in the enclosure. Without the blinkers, I think Agra will make the pace for him. I reckon he can sit on it. I think he comes into the race extremely well. I'm putting him on top of Clanger. Got a lot of weight. He'll get back, but I expect the pace should suit him. Looks very good. I was just a bit worried about Alfonso. He's sweating a little bit in the enclosure, just a bit above himself. I'll put him in for the 3rd, and the 2 Command the Wind. One other horse I thought looked quite all right in the enclosure was the 9. But look, I'm going to switch around here. I'm staying with the 3, 1, 7 and the 2. Thanks, Brendan.
Okay, Larry, Stephen King's about to return. He's enjoying this moment. Despite the rain, I think he's numb to the cool and wet conditions here at Moonee Valley as he returns to the enclosure. And how was Tony McAvoy's composure with Andrew Bensley in the grandstand? Just amazing stuff. That's the scene we're looking at. Live pictures from Moonee Valley. Fields of Omar about to return. Stephen will hop onto the scales, and all we await is the scales report. 5th went the way of number 4. And 6th, the way of number 7. So Clangalang in 5th, Shower of Roses in 6th position, Andrew Bensley.
It was interesting, you talk about the composure of Tony McAvoy. He was gone for everything, and why wouldn't you be? But he was holding my back like you would not believe, trying to contain himself. It was one special moment. Hopefully we covered it for you up there, because they were going, right off the owners, as are a couple of the putters down here having a go at Dee Beedman. I don't think, Alf, you could blame Dee Beedman for anything that's happened.
I thought he gave Lonhro